Hello my gorgeous peopleini. Today I decided to do the readings for all 12 signs of Zodiac, which are of course as usual going to be individually time-stamped. But what I decided to do today to primarily focus on which months in particular, when it comes to the actual year 2022, which months in particular is going to make that change, is going to bring that change, is going to help us to make that progress in our lives, which on another hand, it's all about this turning point that we are going to have this year 2022, that it's going to affect us in the best possible way, of course. So this reading is going to be for all 12 zodiac signs. They are going to be individually time-stamped, so it's all about that particular month, that specific month, this year, that is just going to kind of like bring us a really big progress in our lives when it comes to the actual turning point, when we're going to feel like things are changing, when we're going to be able to feel that things are different, when we're going to be able to feel that we are like kind of stepping into the right direction in our lives, and when things are going to start kind of unfolding in the best possible way. So it's all about that particular month that I'm going to focus now, and it is going to be about the year 2022, of course. So now when it comes to the actual Aries, you see now my gorgeous Aries, it's all about the actual July 2022. It's going to be your turning point indeed, in many different ways. It means that you are pretty much reaching a really powerful and really important stage of your life. It's all about the unfoldment which is going to take place, but before that unfoldment take place, you're going to become aware of one specific, very important and very powerful information. And this information is just really going to, on one hand, open your eyes, and once your eyes are open, nothing is going to close them again. And I mean that this is going to really inspire you. This is going to get you going. This is going to be an absolutely mind-blowing sacred stage of your life. Not only the actual turning point, but it's like pretty much so this is going to affect every single aspect of your life. So it's about the information that you are going to have, which is going to open your eyes, but at the same time it's about the answer that you will understand. That information is also connected to the very, very important answer that you had within. There was a very big question, and this question just pretty much so took over. It's to do with the problem, but it's also to do with lots of negativity that were manifested themselves on their way. So July 2022, it's most certainly going to be an absolutely mind-blowing month for you. Big, huge answer you are going to become aware of. Big, huge, massive answer is coming, and that answer is pretty much so going to put you in the stage, of the actual kind of, oh my God, you're gonna kind of like end up with an extra choice, with an extra opportunity, with a completely new path, with a brand new path in your life, and that path is going to be very, very important to you and very attractive to you in many different ways, and there is going to be another path as well. And this is where the little surprise and the turning point is going to take over, because you're going to surprise yourself as well. And this is all about your feelings, all about your emotions, your intuition, your psychic feelings, just literally taking over, but really feeling, that this is the right thing for you to do. So your turning point, most certainly it's going to be in July 2022, where you are going to get an absolutely mind-blowing answer, an important answer, and that answer in itself is going to turn into a brand new path. I really like it. There is so much that you will be able to understand and realize. There is so much that you're going to be able to connect to that you haven't been able to connect up until that moment in time. What is going on right now, what has been going on right now in your life for such a long time, was preparing you for this particular moment. Everything was preparing you for July. So this is when your turning point is going to start. And I'm just going to take a tarot card, my gorgeous Aries. When it comes to the month of July 2022, I'm just going to take a tarot card, okay? And we will see what the tarot card is going to let us know as well when it comes to the actual July. You see, it's all about you coming back to yourself, you doing what you always wanted to do, you expressing yourself the way you always wanted to express yourself, which means that you have just ended up with lots of suppressed feelings. It means that you ended up maybe kind of blocking yourself and preventing yourself from moving on in life. But this is nothing to do with you personally or with your situation, but there are so many other factors that have been affecting you, and this is nothing unusual at this moment in time, indeed. So it's about you coming back to yourself, you doing things that you always wanted to do, you know, and it's also about, you know, very important continuation. It's going to take place. And just remember, you know, this also means that an important, you know, reflection from the past, it's going to bring you an insight, which is also going to be playing an important role when it comes to an absolutely mind-blowing confirmation, because you're going to be wondering, you're going to be asking yourself whether this is the right thing to do, and through this moment, through this situation, you will be able to connect. So this is very, very important indeed. So the next sign that I'm going to be having this message, tarot card message for, is going to be my gorgeous Taurus. Taurinis, this is primarily to focus on, I'm focusing on the actual months in 2022, which is going to bring you the actual turning point when it comes to you, when things are going to start changing, you know, and when you're going to be able to kind of understand this from a much kind of higher level when it comes to your own spirituality, because when it happens like in that particular way, that then we are aware of things that we should be aware of without being kind of like focusing on things that are only kind of like draining our energy, you know. So this is what's important when it comes to the actual months for you, my gorgeous Taurinis. It is going to be September. September, it's like, oh my God, not only by then you are going to get such a powerful message, powerful information about your own accomplishment, you know, it's like things that you have been working for, things that you wanted to achieve, things that you wanted to happen, in particular when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your financial security, when it comes to you feeling really grounded, when it comes to you feeling really great, you know, it's all going to be pretty much so connected to the actual September 2022. So it's all about the actual very important news and message that you are going to have, and this is going to be connected to your own accomplishment. So it's to do with things that you wanted to achieve, that you wanted to work on. So you know what, you can actually make the most of it, my gorgeous Taurinis, by like whenever you hear this reading, you're gonna hear it when you're meant to hear it. So right now, my babies, you know, it's all about the power of synchronicity and things like that. So when you hear this reading, you also can reflect almost immediately on the part of your life that you want to take on the next place, a next stage, you know, of your life. But in terms of achievements, career, in terms of you feeling secure financially, in terms of you like kind of starting something, it's a very sacred gift for you to kind of like get this and to actually to benefit from this. Because whenever you hear this reading, what I'm trying to say, just focus primarily on the part of your life that you want to take like elsewhere, you know, that you want to take on the next stage when it comes to your success and career and things like that. You know, it's to do with your personal path, but it's also to do with you understanding that now it's time to just go for it and do as much as you can, put as much as like energy towards it as you possibly can. So by the time you get in September, it's going to be like, ooh la la, really big mama moment that you're actually going to have here. So it's important. So it's about your own accomplishment, it's about your own success, it's about your own content, it's about your own achievement, it's about your own grounding, it's about your own spirituality, it's about so much of uncertainty. It's actually just gonna completely disappear away, because there is also about the answer. It's a lot to do with the answer that you're going to have, that is just kind of gonna confirm certain things to you, but it's also going to make you feel even more sharp and more powerful and more kind of keen and eager to stay on your path and do what you think is right. right. Do what you feel is right, not what someone else is telling you it's right. You know, it's very important. So September 2022 is going to bring you a great, my lord, accomplishment. Finances, career, financial security and things like that. My lord, you are going to be on top of the world. So it's about the things that you're focusing on. So don't ever lose hope, no matter what. You know, stay true to yourself, my baby. Stay tuned in, you know, stay tuned, you know, don't lose hope, you know, just keep going. That's what I'm trying to say, because sometimes when it's just so dark, you know, it can't be dark forever. That's what I'm trying to say, you see. So now when it comes, oh gosh, when it comes to your tarot card, you see, it's this one just came out like Judgment. You see, this is very important, because here you're also going to make an absolutely mind-blowing decision. This decision is going to be so important, my gorgeous Taurin, like there is no tomorrow, because it's to do with your own development. It's to do with your own promotion of your own life in general. It's to do with you going on the next stage, but it's also going to like have such a powerful effect on you when it comes to like your personal rebirth. You have been through so much, you know, and you have been kind of waiting for this point, like there is no tomorrow. So it's really important to remember that you are going to make a decision, but it's all going to be about making decision and what you're going to do next, you see. But it's also most importantly significant to remember to stay true to yourself. Don't ask other people what you should do. Don't ask for advice. Don't ask for an opinion, because 2022 year must come from you. You know, it's a powerful year. This answer must come from you. 2022 is a powerful year when it comes to the actual us being very spiritual, and we have been through so much. We've learned so much. You know, there is a relevant experience that we all had that we didn't have on this earth. You know, so this is all making us so much wiser. And also, this is an important reminder that, you know, karmically you need to let go some kind of negative situation as well by November, by September, or at around September time. You're also someone is going to come to you like, and you're going to feel angry about someone, but you just understand that you need to release this negative vibration, negative energy. It's only going to help you out so much. When you feel angry about someone from the past or something like that, just remember that this is your sign to actually remove yourself from the situation, because it's still holding you down. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be having a special message when it comes to the year 2022, it's going to be my gorgeous Gemini. My Geminini, this is like amazing, because you are going to have like a March 2022. March 2022, it's going to be so important, but it's going to be quite complex indeed. It looks like that, you know, someone is going to try to wind you up so much, and somebody is going to try to like kind of like get the better of you, if I can say like that, but not on purpose, intentionally. It's just pretty much so to do with you having like a different opinion to somebody else so much. But you need to stay true to yourself. You need to follow your intuition. You need to pay attention to your subconscious mind. You need to understand that your third psychic eye is not going to lead you astray. It's all about you remembering that March, you must put your foot down no matter what, because that's why I'm saying it's a bit of a complex situation. When it comes to you, my gorgeous Geminini, you're very powerful and you're very spiritual. You understand things like, oh my lord, and I said this so many times, like psychically, you understand things from a very kind of specific level, very high level. But on another hand, you can use this, you know, energy, you know, to the best of your ability in order to reflect on other things in your life. So take this as an absolutely mind-blowing challenge. In March 2022, it's going to be your turning point indeed, but you have got a little bit of sign here as well. Before the turning point happens, you are going to have a little bit of a challenge. Somebody who means to you, somebody who's important to you, it's absolutely going to surprise you. They're going to tell you something that is just going to be completely different to your own opinion, and you're going to be like, what on earth? Oh my god. And you're almost going to find this like a little bit insulting. Let me tell you, this is a gift. This is a blessing. It's going to show you that sometimes people are different, and sometimes people have a different opinions, and they can be very, very strong, you know, they can be so far apart. But also there is nothing we can do about it if these people are so close to us, if these people are so important to us, if they're like family members, like our best friends, you know, it's best to just to kind of try to brush this under the carpet type of thing. But the bottom line is, my point is that in March 2022, you are going to have your turning turning point. But before the turning point happens, it's actually even going to psychically and spiritually and intuitively let you know. This energy is going to make you aware of this moment coming, and the moment is going to come when you are going through this, like some kind of, someone is going to wind you up a little bit, someone is going to like kind of like maybe try to put their opinion across to you right in your face, and you're not going to like it. But then your job is just to understand that this is the part of the challenge. What you need to do to stay on top of things, you need to do absolutely everything to be kind of friendly, or to leave this situation with a smile on your face, and that person has got a smile on your face. This needs to be a challenge. And when you do this, you know, something absolutely remarkable, it's actually going to happen almost immediately. There are new directions that are going to become available to you, and they're going to be sweet, they're going to be gorgeous, they're going to be energetic, they're going to be delicious to ignore. So this is why this is so important, my gorgeous Gemini. So you've got a bit of like a blessing, you know, here, but also you've got like the power of synchronicity that it's going to kind of show you as well, show you the way, baby. Okay, so now I'm just going to see, my gorgeous Gemini, what is going to be your tarot card for this stage. Justice. But there you go, baby. You see, this absolutely brilliant. So the whole, this doesn't surprise me whatsoever. You've been through so much energetically, spiritually, karmically. You've been worrying so much, but you also managed to stay on top of the game, baby. Just stay true to yourself, because your justice is coming. Justice is coming. Justice is coming. Justice is coming. This is going to be big, because it's going to reflect on your own vibration and your own energy at the same time as well. This is going to be absolutely marvelous, that this month you're also going to have an important justice. But on another hand, this also means that now it's time for you to really carry on with something so special and so important to you as well. At that time, when you become aware of it, you're also going to become aware of an absolutely mind-blowing advice. Mind-blowing advice. When you become aware of the moment of justice, you know, within the next couple of days, there is also going to be the mind-blowing advice that you are going to get. This is going to help you so much with new directions, you know, to understand those new directions that are coming that you wouldn't normally get, you see. This is why this is so important. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to be having a message, tarot message, which month is going to be quite significant, it's going to be my gorgeous Cancer. Cancerini, you are having the actual February 2022. It's not going to be long, my gorgeous Cancerini, but I'm not surprised, because I have been looking at your horoscope in general, and I know that your time is absolutely coming. So I've seen this already before, so this doesn't surprise me. Sorry. This doesn't surprise me whatsoever. You see, the the February 2022, I said Two of Swords, because it just pretty much so remind me of the situation where you're going to find yourself like also like kind of like a doubting something. There is going to be like, it's the February 2022, it's an absolutely mind-blowing turning point. So you are going to find yourself like, first of all, like kind of thinking about something, doubting about something, because just out of the blue something is going to happen. Out of the blue something is going to arise. Out of the blue something is going to manifest. Out of the blue there is going to be the brand new path, which is going to become so important to you, so significant, so powerful, so delicious. You're not going to be able to ignore this path whatsoever. But there is still going to be like you kind of like a doubting something. You're not giving a credit to yourself. You must understand, and you must remember that you need to give a credit to yourself. This is the time to follow this new path. This new path is going to change absolutely everything, but pretty much so it's connected to the fact that you are going on the next stage of your life. You are going on the next level of your life, which is going to need from you to kind of look at things from a slightly different angle and kind of work out how you're going to get where you want to get. But you just need to remember to trust yourself and trust your intuition. To some of you, this is going to be like a brand new path, like wow. But then to some of you, it's going to be like the brand new path, but then continuation of where you are right now. What what you're focusing on, what you want to achieve, is just going to become this path so impossible to ignore. You're going to feel very strong attraction towards this path as well at the same time. So this is something that I need you to remember. This is something that I need you to pay attention to, because it is going to be your turning point. And you also need to must not forget to have a confidence, okay? And you need to understand to kind of like open up as much as you possibly can, communicate as much as you possibly can. If you find yourself like kind of stuck and uncertain, you know what to do, talk to people who are very important to you, who completely understand you, because through them you're also going to have an enlightening experience, because somebody is going to play such an important role in your life, who's so close to you, who's connected to you, who is going to be your rock, your spiritual stone, your spiritual power. This is going to be the energy that you need. This is going to be the realization that you need. This is going to be the information that you need. So my gorgeous Cancerini, it's all about the actual February, and you will know when you find yourself like doubting, like thinking, oh my God, which way, this way or that way. You know, if you go this way, you stay here, nothing changes. If you go that way, you just need to have a confidence, you need to have a self-esteem, and you need to trust yourself. Don't put things aside anymore. Don't put things like for later on anymore. This is an important time for the continuation in your life. As I said, to some of you this is going to be the brand new path, but then again to some of you this is going to be an important part of something new that you need to bring into the actual existence. However, this is going to be your month. And also, and you can also later on, you know, like that happens in February, you just flow with this absolutely mind-blowing energy. But then later on, you know, even if you're like a little bit, you know, even if there's so many other things like going on in your life and then you're still uncertain, you know, even if there is a March and April that is going to come and you still didn't kind of take on that path, it doesn't matter, baby. It's up to you, entirely up to you. But it's what is actually going to take place, what is going to actually unfold, you know. Maybe some of you is going to need just a little bit long to catch up, but what happens in February, it's going to change everything. Whether you're going to take this on in February, March, in April, it doesn't matter. It's all about the actual February, my gorgeous Cancerini. So now I'm just going to see what is going to be your tarot card as well to go with this. Temperance, you see this, my lordy lord, you know, this is a really big reward. This is a very big moment. And, you know, on one hand, you know, it's just about you waiting for the right moment, and that right moment is coming. You've been waiting for this for so long, but if you carry on waiting, you know, my lordy lord, you know, like you don't want to wait for too long. You giving power to yourself by following your intuition and by doing things for yourself, by expanding yourself, by enhancing yourself, by thinking about yourself. You know, you have to think about yourself and love yourself, you know, before you can do that with other people. You know, this is important. So it's all about the patience. You know, you have been patient, so now your patience is about to be rewarded in February 2022. But it is going to require a little bit of confidence. It is going to require a little bit of self-esteem, and it is going to require from you to trust yourself no matter what, because sometimes things are a little bit strange, and this is how you go through this strangeness, you see, by doing things that only make sense to you. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be having a special message for is going to be my gorgeous Leo. My gorgeous Leonis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, my gorgeous Leonis, yeah, okay. Now, what I want you to say that your month, it's going to be your important month. It's actually going to be in March 2022. Like March 2022 is going to change absolutely everything for you. Something so important is going to happen. Something incredible, it's actually going to take place. Something that you wanted to do for such a long time, something that you were like kind of keeping aside, this most certainly is going to bounce back when it comes to the actual March 2022. So please make the most of it. It's about you focusing. I can see that you're going to start focusing here like there is no tomorrow towards things that you should be focusing on. This is all about you. This is all about your life. This is all about your spirituality, and this is all about your own spiritual path. It's all about you staying staying true to yourself and realizing how important this month is going to be. It's you, when you're going to start expressing yourself again, when you're going to start enjoying yourself again, when you're going to feel this absolutely mind-blowing vibration, and that vibration is most certainly going to give you this energy to move on with your life. It's going to re-energize you in the way where you're just going to feel like you want to throw yourself into all sorts of opportunities. You're going to feel like you want to kind of explore everything that comes to you to explore. Most certainly you're going to explore. You should actually explore, because it's coming from somewhere very divine, and this is the month where you're going to find this energy really beneficial. To make it more simple, my gorgeous Leonis, not that you need it to be more simple, but just to make it more simple, like basically the month of March 2022, it's going to be your absolutely mind-blowing turning point when it comes to you focusing on your career, you focusing on your success, you focusing on things in life that gets you going, that keeps you going. And even if you are retired and things like that, it doesn't matter. It's about you finally focusing on the part of your life that keeps you going, that gives you life, that re-energizes you spiritually and in so many different ways. You know, it's all about you finding yourself again. There is a very important moment that you're going to have in March where you're going to find yourself again. I'm not saying that you've been lost, but you will see exactly what I mean, because this is going to rejuvenate you. It's going to open your eyes, and it's really going to paint such an important picture about your future. So that in itself is going to become an absolutely mind-blowing map that you're going to find very beneficial, where things like in the near future you're not going to be able to kind of like see just yet, but you will just feel something, you know, deep inside. This is the time when you just are gonna pretty much so be focusing on what your next step is going to be, in terms of like you're going to be really busy here. You're going to be like a kind of like expressing yourself, you know, a lot. So, and also it's not about you like only expressing yourself a lot, but it's the power of this energy that is going to be absolutely enhanced. Which means that, you know, when it comes to manifestation and things like that, like, oh my God, it's all about the creativity. It's all about a new stage. It's all about a new step, but it's all about you finding yourself again through something that you absolutely love, like there is no tomorrow. What is going to happen, my gorgeous Leon, is this is going to change your life. It is going to change absolutely everything, because it's going to help you to like kind of throw yourself into something that you really like, that you really enjoy. By the same time, this is going to bring you like a mind-blowing success. So what you kind of throw yourself in, what you start in March, what you begin in March, the new stage, new opportunity, new path, it's also going to bring you success. It's going to bring you like financial freedom. It's going to bring you success, but it's also going to make you feel so happy. It's about the time to actually have such a powerful adjustment in your life. What didn't make sense before, it's going to start making sense in this moment in time. So this is what you need to remember, my gorgeous Leonis. And now I'm just going to see what is going to be your tarot card. You see, this is so important because, you know, you struggled a lot. Not struggled so far, but it's almost like an important part of yourself didn't come out. An important part of yourself was like kind of locked, you know. An important part of yourself was like kind of having like a hands like this, tight hands, you know. So this was affecting you in so many different ways. It means that you kind of stumbled upon the path over the last 24 to 36 months where you were doing things, but you weren't too happy, you weren't too excited, you were just waiting for this right moment in time when something big is going to happen. So this is why you have this. This is going to help you so much when it comes to like that nostalgia that you feel within, but it's also going to help you so much to bring the colorful life, the colorful part of your life into your current moment. So this is really important. It's to do with like what you wanted to do for such a long time, but you know, it just didn't happen. So now this is going to be your turning point indeed. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be having a special message for, it's going to be my gorgeous Virgo. My gorgeous Virgolini, what month is going to be an important month when it comes to you. Bum, bum, bum. It is going to be October 2022. My gorgeous Virgolini, October 2022. It's going to be a massive, huge, enormous, giant, absolutely mind-blowing turning point for you. Such a powerful and very, very special reward you're going to get here. I think that you have been doing so much, you have been working so much, you've tried to do so much, you tried to achieve so much, but then it was just very hard to get the glimpse, you know, of that happiness, you know, of inspiration. You know, it's just like the inspiration maybe dried out a little bit, but then again, at the same time, considering how much was going on, what was happening in our lives over the last 36 to 48 months, this is nothing unusual. You know, you basically, what you need to understand, my gorgeous Virgolini, is that this is also like a very complex reading indeed. Whenever you hear me, whenever you see this message, whenever you watch this message, whenever you come across this message, you also need to understand that basically in October 2022, there is going to be a mind-blowing outcome that you are going to have. Your life is going to be like completely different, absolutely completely different, whether you believe this or not. But it's all about the success, and it's all about the outcome, and it's all about things that you have been working for, that you wanted to achieve, that you wanted to make happen, but they were very slow. You were doing great, you were doing brilliant, but something just didn't feel right. Something just didn't work right, you know, and it's this like karmic blockage that you had to kind of go over in order to get to this important stage of your life. An absolutely mind-blowing moment. Whatever you have been working for, whatever you have been trying to achieve, whatever was like kind of holding you down, whatever was affecting you, you know, is going to be shifted by this moment in time. And it's not only about that, but it's more about the actual success and an absolutely mind-blowing outcome of all the things that you wanted to do and you wanted to achieve. So my advice is, whenever you hear this reading, my gorgeous Virgolini, it is important to pretty much so stay true to yourself, stay on your path, don't be too much all around the place. Pick one thing or something, you know, in your life that means to you so much in terms of your own success, whether you're working, whether you're not working, or whether you're retired. It really doesn't matter. Pick something that you want to focus on and put as much as energy you possibly can towards it, because trust me, the energy is going to become powerful as soon as you hear this reading. By the time you get to the actual October 2022, this is when you're going to have an absolutely mind-blowing outcome in terms of success. So whatever you start now and just put things towards it, it's still going to bring you success in October 2022, where there is going to be an absolutely massive, huge, enormous, big mama turning point that you are going to have when it comes to finances, when it comes to financial situation in general, when it comes to your success, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your happiness. But it's not only that, this is all pretty much also connected to like your relationships, and it's also connected to something really, really big that it's going to take place in terms of where you live and what you do. Something very big and very important is going to happen in October 2022 in the best possible, marvelous, successful way. Okay, so it's either going to be like you will change your home, or you will be able to buy something big, something huge, something enormous, or you're going to make a really big decision. However, something massive, it's also going to happen in terms of success, happiness, when it comes to people in your life, but also when it comes to you doing something really big and really good and really important. It's going to happen with your immediate environment, you know. Something big is coming, and most certainly this is going to be a huge reward for you, my gorgeous Virgolini. Indeed, just remember to stay committed to the task at hand. So whether you have been working on something for a long time and nothing was happening, just keep going. And also whether you're not too sure what to do, just make the most of this reading, make the most of this energy and find something, and you will see it's going to explode in October 2022. So your card, my gorgeous Virgolini, it's going to be... Okay, nostalgia. This is absolutely remarkable that I'm getting this card again. It's just pretty much so lots of people have been affected in exactly the same way. Well, not exactly the same way, but when it comes to emotions and when it comes to maybe people in general feeling like not only you, my gorgeous Virgolini, but lots of people in general are not feeling that feeling anymore, you know? Lots of people are not feeling that feeling anymore. And when we are not feeling that feeling anymore, then this affects our happiness. It affects our emotions, it affects our planning, and then we just kind of leave ourselves behind. That ourselves that we left behind was very happy, very excited, very keen to do things. I'm not saying you're not keen to do things now, but you will see what a turnaround this month is actually going to be, because you know the vibration is going to increase, and that vibration in itself is also going to be a main driving factor. On one hand, you know, something from the past is going to bring you an insight, you know, so you're gonna come across the problem situation when you're gonna have a big question. You will not know what to do after this moment in time in October in the best possible way, but then you're gonna feel quite nostalgic at some moment in time, few days later, and that, you know, that nostalgia, that energy is going to put you in the past where you're gonna understand things, you're gonna sharpen yourself up in that particular way, and there is an insight that you will have from the past that is going to really help you out to make a decision, you know, and that is going to remind you, it's like of who you are. It's all about you coming home to yourself, but also listening to your intuition. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to be having a special message for is going to be my gorgeous Libra. So my gorgeous Libra, this is about the month that is going to be the most important when it comes to the year 2022. So your month, my gorgeous Libra, it's going to be December. Please don't be angry with me, but this, it doesn't matter, you know, like I thought, like, please don't be angry with me in such a way like, oh my god, you need to wait until December 2022. You know what? It doesn't really matter. The bottom line is that December there is a lot that is actually going to take place, and there is a lot that is going to happen up until that moment in time. Karmically, you have got you need to go through certain things. Karmically, you need to come across something that you're actually going to come across. It's like on one hand a little bit of a challenge that you will have, but that challenge that you will have prior to the actual December, it's also the answer to every single challenge. I'm going to simplify it like really nicely. The answer to every single challenge is just to be yourself, and be yourself. Did you hear it? That's so important. Be yourself. Respond how you want to respond to people and to the situations. Respond how you want to respond. Respond to things that make sense. Don't respond to things that don't make sense. Don't waste your precious energy. Don't waste your precious power, Libra. This is so important. I'm just going to let Cressida out. Sorry, Libra. Just a second. Say hi to Libra. Look. Say hi to Libra. Hi, Libra. They love kisses. They love kisses. Okay. She wants to go out. Go. Now basically, yeah, Cressida wants to go out. She was sleeping here. Oops. By the... No, that's... second. She was sleeping by the radiator. It's nice and warm. How cute are animals. Gosh, how lucky we are to have animals in our lives. But anyway, so now my gorgeous Libra, you see, it's about December 2022. This is going to be mind-blowing. It's going to be absolutely remarkable months for you, because this is the time when everything is going to change. I know that you're going to say, please don't get like negative or thinking, oh my god, the whole year is going to be horrible. No, baby, no. There is so much that is going to happen in this year. There is so much that is going to become the part of your life. You know, quite few little surprises, what you kind of in terms of what you're gonna kind of feel attached to and attracted to, you know, like things that are gonna start becoming very inviting when it comes to your life. You know, you're gonna see certain things that are gonna become like kind of very important in terms of you wanted to explore them. So pretty much so 2022, it's all about you exploring, you know, parts of your life and a parts of yourself that you kind of feel to explore, because the more you explore and the more you do and the more you kind of focus on what your next step is going to be, the more you're going to open up yourself, okay? And the more visions you're going to have, the more dreams you're going to have, the more signs you're going to have, because this is how you set these things within your subconscious mind, which can only kind of like really bring you this reflection when you need it the most. The bottom line is, my gorgeous Libra, that December 2022, it's going to be mind-blowing months for you. It's all about your rejuvenation. This is going to be like your rebirth. This is going to be like your pretty much so the time when you're going to be able to kind of like get so much benefits and such a beneficial time when it comes to your own authenticity. The more authentic you are, the more you're going to get out of it. Just remember, which on another hand, it's all about you just staying true to yourself and following your intuition no matter what. So December 2022, it's going to be mind-blowing month. This is when an absolutely remarkable opportunity is also going to come up for you. This opportunity is going to change everything, because in itself it's going to be impossible to ignore. You will know that this is going to be like pretty much so the time when your life is going to change for the better, but also at the same time it's going to require from you to make a certain adjustment. It's going to make require from you to make us to pay attention to your priorities, because you will see how many things clearly in your life don't make sense in terms of like giving it so much of the actual attention, and that is going to lead towards you making an important sacrifice. But this is all going to be okay, and this is almost certainly going to basically become this is going to be natural to you. What is going to happen here in December, it's all about the opportunity that you're going to have that is going to absolutely change your life in the best possible way. But on another hand, it's all about your own rebirth. You have been through so much, so now after this moment in time there is so much that is going to change. One specific opportunity, it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing, because that particular opportunity, it's also going to be connected to so many new directions and so many possibilities. On one hand, first of all, it's going to be like, oh yeah, I should do this, and then this is going to look like really attractive, really, really delicious and really exciting. But as soon as you subconsciously connect yourself to it, you'll just keep going, you'll just keep flowing, and as the time goes by the end of December, you will become aware of other possibilities when it comes to that opportunity. So it's like, oh my God, so this is going to be something big, this is going to be something huge, and it's most certainly going to be step in the right direction, my gorgeous Libra. This is brilliant. Just remember, it's about your own rebirth, okay? And also at the same time, my gorgeous Libra, you know, this is about the transformation, which is going to increase your willpower. It's going to rejuvenate you. By the same time, it's going to be super beneficial when it comes to your finances, when it comes to you feeling grounded and doing the right thing as well. So now I'm just going to, it's about your own transformation indeed. So now I'm going to see what is going to be your tarot card, my gorgeous Libra. So it's December. In December, it's going to be big month. And also, you need to understand, my gorgeous Libra, that, whenever you hear this reading, okay, keep your hopes up. Don't be down, don't be negative and things like that. Make the most of this reading. Make the most of this synchronicity. Whenever you hear me, whenever you see my gorgeous face, no, whenever you hear me, whenever you see me, just pick the certain part of your life that you like. Pick the certain part of your life that you enjoy doing. Pick the certain part of your life that you need to kind of work on in order to get the success, This could be absolutely anything, but pretty much so it's something that is so important to you above all. So pick certain part of your life and start working on it. Put as much energy as you possibly can and keep going. Don't think too intensely about it, but just pick it and keep going. So by the time you get to the December, this is going to explode in the best possible way. So you see how you can get the maximum effect out of this synchronicity. So now, my gorgeous Libra, I'm just going to see what is going to be a tarot card as well to go with this. Oh, you see this? Important. Seven of Swords. So now basically it's all about you doing the right thing. It's about you leaving things behind that are absolutely annoying. You're going to be so happy that you're going to leave your old life behind. And I'm so excited for you because I know how much this is going to mean to you. And there is a lot that is going to be boiling to this particular moment and this particular point. When you become aware of the fact that you've got absolutely everything to move on, this is when your life is going to change that minute, that second, instantly. Very, very important indeed. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be having a special message, which month is going to be the most important, it's going to be my gorgeous Scorpio, my gorgeous Scorpioni. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, my gorgeous Scorpioni, basically this is it, you know. April 2022, it's gonna be a big mama moment for you. April 2022, it's gonna be really powerful time because, you know, here you most certainly are going to become of something so specific. You're gonna become aware of something so specific in your life, something so important to you. It's gonna come to the surface, and that in itself, it's gonna be staring at you in the face, and it's like kind of going to make you look at it and remind yourself of who you actually are. Remind yourself of what your life is, you know, on this earth. Every single one of us is sacred. We are the universe. We are so powerful. We are ridiculously powerful creatures, but they just don't talk about it anymore. You know, they don't talk about it anymore because, you know, it doesn't go along with things, you know. So just remember that you are going to become aware of something very specific and very important, my gorgeous Scorpioni, when it comes to April 2022. This is brilliant because it's going to inspire you so much, and it's going to change like pretty much everything in your life. It is about the inspiration, it is about the realization, it is about the opportunity that it's also going to become absolutely evident. But then at the same time, my gorgeous Scorpioni, you know, you were waiting for this moment in time because it's going to become absolutely obvious what part of your life makes you feel so happy and what part of your life you need to take on the next place, next stage, next step. This is remarkable. And before that happens, you know why the situation is going to be so complex, my gorgeous Scorpioni. You need to like kind of understand this is so important because, you know, you have a glimpse of when this is going to take place, when this is going to happen. So in April, I can see that a very kind of unusual situation is going to happen, like maybe somebody's going to try to wind you up, or somebody's going to have a little argument with somebody will want to have a little argument with you, and you're not going to like this whatsoever. But I really want to say to you that, you know, if someone does try to have an argument and things like that, you know, just try to kind of, if you know these people, just try to do absolutely everything to rise above this negativity and have a smile on your face and do not bite back, because you are only, this is only going to affect your personal situation, not them. Just remember. So if you don't know these people, if people just have opposed opinions, just rise above it. I will tell you why I'm talking about this. Or if you are talking to people who, if you're having a little bit of a disagreement with people in your life who are so important to you, who mean to you so much, it's exactly the same answer. Do not kind of argue or fight, because this is only going to affect your personal vibration. What I want you need to rise above it. It's important, baby. Rise above it, okay? Because otherwise you're going to create like a little bit of a spiritual knot, karmic knot, which is going to just require from you later on, like 2 years later, you know, to work on it again until your spirit reaches this absolutely mind-blowing point in time, which is going to happen here. Why did I say to you about this argument? Do you know why? Because the power of synchronicity, you need to understand when that happens, when somebody winds you up, you know, your job is to respond in this way. But why am I saying this to you? Because you will know that few days, not that long after that moment in time, this is going to be your sign. This is going to be the strong point of your own synchronicity, which is going to make you aware of a very important moment that is coming. And the important moment that is coming, it's pretty much so going to be consisting of you becoming aware of two new directions in your life, two new paths. Both of these paths are going to be absolutely mind-blowing big mamas that you should take on. It's something that you're not going to be able to ignore. It's something that you're not going to be able to avoid, because you just need to follow your internal feelings, you need to follow your emotion, you need to follow your intuition. So when that little argument happens, then you just need to understand that not that long after that moment in time, there is going to be the moment that you're going to have within the next few days, where there are two important directions going to arise. Two important directions are going to happen to you, you know, and at the same time, this is going to be a very divine moment in time for you, my gorgeous Scorpione, and you need to remember to let go of fear. You need to have a confidence, and you need to understand that your willpower is going to be really, really strong. So this is something that you need to remember. Very important, my gorgeous Scorpione. So just remember this. So your month is going to be April. Your important month is going to be the month of April, where you are gonna have like two really big important paths which are going to become life-changing for you. Okay, one path is going to be pretty much so connected to what you're doing now, what you're trying to achieve now, what you're focusing on right now, but the other path is pretty much so going to be brand new. It's going to be very inviting and very delicious energy, and it's going to require from you to explore. You will know that you're going on the next stage. You will know that you're going on the next step. No matter what's going on out there, just trust yourself. You will have a very powerful spiritual moment, and that moment in time, you're gonna meet the new you. This is so important. Anything you want to explore, just keep on exploring, my gorgeous Scorpione, no matter what. So now I'm just going to see what is going to be your tarot card. Ooh. Okay, you're like, surprise, baby. You see this like a bit of like an indecisive moment, you know, but at this moment in time, both of these paths are going to be brilliant. Both of these paths are going to be absolutely fantastic. So one of the paths, this is just like a confirmation what I've just said. One of the paths, you know, you see, it's amazing how they just confirmed, my tarot babies, but they just confirmed this. You see, it's all about you finding yourself being a little bit indecisive, but there are two things exactly that you should be paying attention to, two things exactly that you should be doing, two things that are going to be highlighted. So just remember this, what the month of the actual April 2022 is going to bring you. Two important paths are going to be highlighted. This is what you should do, this is what you should be doing, and this is where you should be projecting your energy. This is going to be absolutely like so strong within you that it's going to be undeniable. You're not going to be able to ignore this whatsoever, and there are going to be things that are going to be in between you and what you want to do next, like kind of uncertain, but the energy pull is going to be so strong that it's just going to be pulling you towards this direction. So it's going to be undeniable. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be having a special tarot card message, which month is going to be the most important when it comes to the year 2022, when it comes to the turning point, it's going to be my gorgeous Sagittarius. Now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you're also having the actual April 2022. April 2022, it's also going to be an important month for you, an important stage for you, where you need to understand, whenever you hear this reading, use the power of synchronicity, use the power of vibration, use this sacred energy. Listen to me very carefully, my gorgeous Sagittarini. You know, this life is very complex. There's so many different layers of energy that we live through, that we are living through. There is so much about this world that lots of people don't know. You know, there is so much, it's so deep and it's so complex. When it comes to the history, there is so much that was put away from us, so we don't know kind of who we are, type of thing, you know. There is so much of the sacred information that was like kind of left behind and kept behind on purpose, so we don't know kind of like exactly who we are, because if we know who we are, then we become too powerful. So this is this vibration that I'm talking about, my gorgeous Sagittarini, indeed. So you are basically basically April 2022 is going to be big. So what you need to understand that whenever you hear this reading, pick the certain part of your life that you want to make happen, that you want to explode in the best possible way. Maybe you can start a certain idea. So it could be like an idea that just comes to you like right now, or it could be like a basically part of your life that you're really working on, you have been working on, and you wanted to kind of like take that on the next level where you got stuck, you know. So pick the certain part that you want to make successful and that you want to take on the next stage. And then April 2022, through the actual power of synchronicity, it's going to provide you with the news, with an information, with a message that you are going to have. And the specific message that you are going to have, my gorgeous Sagittarini, in April 2022, it's going to be very good, it's going to be successful, it's going to be brilliant, because it's to do with your finances, and it's to do with you feeling strong. And it's to do with the time when you're just feeling your feet very firmly on the ground. This is the time of your own personal grounding. So the vibration and energy that was affected when it comes to you, you didn't even realize maybe how much, you know, on the scale that your personal energy was affected with all the things that have been happening over the last 3 or 4 years, you know. But sometimes we don't realize, because our energy has been drained so much to the point where we are like just keeping going and keeping going and keeping going. So this is what happened to you. You're keeping going, you're keeping going, you're keeping going, and you're just keeping on top of the things, which is absolutely fine, but the energy was sucked out of you. So now this is the time when this balance is going to come back. Very good news, very, very mind-blowing good news you're going to have when it comes to April 2022, when it comes to your success, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your finances. The new option and new opportunity is going to become absolutely obvious. This is the time when your life is going to go on the next stage, next step. And even if you're like a little bit lost and you're unsure what to do, it doesn't really matter. Even if you hear this reading like in April, and you hear this reading just like a day before April 2022, it doesn't really matter. It's time to just for you to understand that however things happen, however things unfold prior that moment in time, it is still going to be a very important news and information that you are going to have. This is going to help you so much to protect yourself, to protect your finances, to protect your personal power, to protect your personal vibration. What is going to happen in April 2022 is going to be brilliant, because it's going to put your mind to rest. You will just really make a huge step here, and you will know that you are about to protect, you know, your financial situation, and you are about to protect your future as well by doing the right thing when it comes to like taking this opportunity on. This is very important indeed. So this month is going to bring you a remarkable opportunity, which is like really reflect on your own financial situation, and it's going to help you to protect things that you have been working on, but also take them on the next level as well. So I'm just going to see what is going to be a tarot card as well. Oh my lordy lord, the Fool, of course. The Fool is your tarot card. So it's all about a new beginning, baby. It's all about a new start. It's all about a new opportunity. Just pay attention, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Do not miss your new opportunity no matter what. Pay attention. So the new opportunity, it's coming in April 2022. Is new start, new beginning, new opportunity with like so many unlimited possibilities. It's all about you feeling enthusiastic. It's all about you feeling optimistic. It's all about the new energy. It's all about feeling it and knowing it's the right thing to do, you know. You will know that that's the right thing to do. Okay, so this is a very, very important month for you indeed. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to have a special message for is going to be my gorgeous Capricornius, my gorgeous Capricorn. So this is this reading is about like which month it's going to be the most important month when it comes to the year 2022, and why. So for you, my gorgeous Capricornius, basically, ooh la la, the June 2022, it's going to be like a big mama indeed. June 2022, it's going to be really big, because you know what, people in your life are going to be playing an important role. On one hand, it's all about you, it's all about people in your life, it's all about your relationships, and it's all about new people walking into your life as well. This is very important time for you, my gorgeous Capricornians, because it's literally going to change your life. You are going to meet somebody very special in particular. One particular person is going to be very special. One particular person is going to be very significant. One particular person is going to make an absolutely mind-blowing impact on your life. Through this person, you're going to understand so much. Through this person, you're going to realize so much, not only about yourself, but about the life in general. And that moment in time, it's going to be one of the biggest moments in time when it comes to your own personal enlightenment. You know, things that were scaring you are not going to scare you anymore, and things that you were worrying about, they're not going to worry about anymore, because this particular people, or this one special person in particular. So it's not only like one person, but it's like this is going to be an absolutely mind-blowing month. You need to understand this. It's not only about one person, but there are quite a few people that are going to cross your path. These people that are going to cross your path in June are going to be something special. They're going to be something different. They're going to be something important. They are going to be crossing your path because they're meant to cross your path, but they're going to cross your path from the dimension number 379, from a completely different dimension. This is happening because it's meant to happen. This is going to manifest because it's going to meant to manifest. So you make the most of it. So anybody who comes across your path in June 2022, you also need to understand that these people are specifically going to be playing an important role in your life. Through them, a lot is going to change. Through them, your views are going to change. Through them, you're going to get like an absolutely mind-blowing sacred informations, because they are bringing something so mind-blowing into your life. And also that's special. So it's a group of people, you know, whoever you come across, just remember that there is something so specific that you're going to learn from them, you know, and that specific situation that you're going to learn from them, it's going to help you to understand the things that you didn't understand, but it's also going to help you to move on with your life and not to worry about things that are completely unnecessary. So this is what I want you to understand, that your month, my gorgeous Capricornians, when it comes to the actual turning point, when it comes to and absolutely the most powerful significance, when it comes to the whole year of 2022, it's actually June 2022, because these people are meant to be in your life. Every single person who comes across your path in June 2022, it's going to be playing a specific role. It's going to be giving you a specific message. You will understand through them something so invaluable, something so sacred. You will get a spiritual gift through them, okay, that is going to change your life. Okay, and also an idea. One of them is going to give you an idea. That idea is going to surprise you first, but then it's just going to start changing things within you, because you're going to feel these little butterflies, you know, and that feeling is going to be undeniable. So just pay attention to this, my gorgeous Capricornians. It is rather important. So your tarot card to go with this, my gorgeous Capricornians, is the Chariot. Surprise, surprise. Do you see this? Now it's time. This is going to be your turning point. And by the time the end of June happens, also, by the time the end of June comes, you know, happens, there is an absolutely mind-blowing situation going to take place where you are going to become aware of an important answer. An important answer. Something that you didn't even know that you needed, something that you didn't even know that you need to know the answer to. Oh my God, the way things are going to happen is going to be absolutely out of this world. But pay attention to synchronicities, my gorgeous Capricornians, because before that happens, you will see numbers 333, 777, 222, and 111 repeating. Any combinations of these numbers that are repeating in June are going to warn you about this absolutely, or prepare you for the moment when you're going to get this answer. Oh my God, this is going to be big. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be having a special message for when it comes to like seeing which number is going to, which month it's going to be the most important months when it comes to the actual turning point is you, my gorgeous Aquarius, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Now, basically, your turning point is going to be in May 2022. This is going to be an important month for you, my gorgeous Aquamarinis. Just remember this, very, very important indeed. What I need you to remember at the same time that not only this is to do with your own transformation, but also it's just a basically very, to start with, there is going to be an important solution that you are going to have. So this is something that you need to focus on, this particular solution that you are going to have. That solution is going to make you aware that, you know, which part of your life it's actually going to lead the way, which part of your life do you need to focus on. And this is actually going to come with an element of surprise, because, you know, it is going to require from you to kind of pay attention to the certain priorities, but most importantly, it's going to make you realize that it's to do with a readjustment, but it's also to do with an ultimate sacrifice. And an ultimate sacrifice, it's all about you realizing also in May 2022 which specific part of your life came to an end. So you've got a bit of a complex situation here, my gorgeous Aquamarinis, but it's really good. So on one hand, the specific part of your life is going to come to an end, and it's going to be absolutely obvious, like, oh my God. But then on another hand, you know, you are also going to have like a really remarkable opportunity there, because one came to an end, and when something came to an end, there is the new energy that it's going to come in, that it's going to come through. So don't forget about that. It's one specific part of your life it's going to come to an end, which you're going to become aware of. But then on another hand, almost immediately there's a new path which is going to become pretty much so obvious. And this path requires you to be you to be fully you, and you not to ask anybody else for some kind of advice or anything like that, because you're going to stumble upon the situation where you're going to really kind of like, you will not be too sure what to do, but the answer is within. You don't need to ask anyone the answer is within. You're very strong about this answer, and you feel very strongly, but you just need to let this answer to come out of you. And the only way for this answer to come out of you is for you to tune in and stay true to yourself. My gorgeous Aquamarini, you know, it's basically what is going to happen in May 2022. It's about you. You will choose a very powerful direction. This is the big mama here. Very powerful direction. It's going to reveal itself. This powerful direction, it's going to revive you. This powerful direction is going to rejuvenate you. This powerful direction is going to make you feel alive again. This powerful direction, it's going to increase your vibration. The last time your vibration was so increased was like about 46 months ago. So this is something that I need you to understand. So it's all about you feeling this, and also paying attention to your internal feelings, paying attention to your emotions, paying attention to your intuition. This is all going to be working for you. So you know, this is something that I need you to understand. And May 2022, by the time the end of May comes, you know, you are also going to find yourself on this new path that is going to change absolutely everything. It's just going to make you feel so good about yourself, because that new path is also part of you having a bit of reward, you know, karmic reward, because at some moment in time you responded to the certain situation where maybe somebody or certain people didn't agree with what you were saying, what you were doing, the point that you were trying to make, they didn't like, for example, and you just stuck to yourself, you know, you stood your ground. So this is also to do with the karmic reward for you as well. So do not kind of be put off the fact that you're going to need to explore the certain part of your life, but you're just going to like absolutely like it. So May 2022, my gorgeous Aquamarine, it's most certainly going to be your turning point. This is going to revive you, rejuvenate you, and it's going to make you feel alive again. It's about you doing what you want to do, expressing yourself the way you want to express yourself, but also making the best possible thing when it comes to your financial situation, your financial security, doing the right thing when it comes to your future, when it comes to your immediate future, and when it comes to doing the right things, being very smart and clever as well. Okay, so now my gorgeous Aquamarini, I'm just going to see and also Aquamarini, like for example, you know, listen, it's May 2022, but also right now, whenever you see this reading, you know, you are meant to see this reading. Whenever you come across this reading, you're meant to come across this reading. So as soon as you see me talking, as soon as you hear this reading, you just try to kind of see which part of your life you want to put more attention to, or which part of your life you want to make grow, which part of your life do you want to make more successful, which part of your life is making you feel unhappy but you want to be happy, which part of your life you want to work on. Just pick one, see the one which is standing out. Okay, and then work on it, project your energy, and don't think too intensely about it until May, but just start planting that little seed. So by the time May comes, you will see exactly what turning point I was talking about, because May 2022 is most certainly going to change your life. So now, my gorgeous Aquamarini, I'm just going to see, what is going to be a tarot card? Oh, you see this. This is it. You see, because I absolutely need you to understand this. That before this happen, it is going to a bit of a tower situation that you are going to have in March. Sorry, there is not March. No, there is going to be the tower situation that you are going to have in May 2022 before this happens. But there is going to be like a little bit of a connection with what was happening in March 2022. So you see. What will happen in March 2022? It's gonna give you the glimpse of hope when this situation happens. So what was happening in March 22, it's going to give you the glimpse of hope when this tower situation takes place, because you know, before everything that I've mentioned so far, it is gonna be a little tower situation, and sometimes things need to get a little bit worse in order to get better. So this is what reminds me, because this tower situation, it's actually going to be a little bit like, it's going to surprise you. Oh my God, something is going to happen, something is going to take place. You're going to be like, oh no. But then again, you're like, you know what, this was draining me, this was making me feel negative, this was making me feel blue, this was making me feel very low, this was making me down. So this tower situation is at the same time going to open your eyes, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you know, to do exactly what you need to do in order to get the maximum happiness in your life. You see how interesting things are. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, which month is going to be the most important month when it comes to the year 2022, in particular when it comes to the actual progress, when it comes to the turning point, it's my gorgeous Pisces. My gorgeous Piscelini, you have November 2022. November 2022, it's going to be an absolutely mind-blowing time for you. You know, my God, everything what was happening in your life so far, everything that was happening in your life so far was preparing you for this moment, for this point. You need to understand, my gorgeous Piscelini, how important this time it's actually going to be. I will say this again. Everything that was happening in your life was preparing you for this point. I'm going to say this, I'm also going to say that, you know, you must stay true to yourself. I know I say this absolutely 5 million times, but you need to follow your intuition. There is so much going on at the moment. There is some very kind of strange energy, you know, going on, that it's like making people realize, you know, that maybe humans are not by themselves here, you know, type of thing. But, you know, like, I need you to understand that this is going to be so big. The month of November 2022, it's literally going to change your life. As I said, everything that was happening in your life that was negative and positive and happy and sad was preparing you for this moment, because the situation is going to take place, and the situation that is going to happen is going to, first of all, it's going to be news, and that you're going to hear, that you're going to become aware of. Then situation is going to take place, the situation is going to happen, which is going to really set you back a little bit, but it's going to open your eyes, and then you are going to come out, the real you. And I say the real you, it's going to come out because all these things that I said that have been happening in your life, we're preparing you for this moment in time. There is an absolutely mind-blowing experience that you actually got, that you actually have, and that you're not even realizing. It's a lesson, experience, what you learned about yourself through the last 36 months in particular, 46 months in particular. So it's all this is going to come into play when it comes to you responding to the specific situation, because the way you're going to respond through your own knowledge and through all the things that you have actually been through so far. So it's absolutely remarkable what is going to take place in November 2022. It is going to be the first situation that is going to happen, and this is going to be an eye-opener, and you're going to respond to that situation through all the experience that you had. This will be deep, and then and you're going to kind of surprise yourself, but you will know that you're doing the right thing. It's maybe just a little bit swimming against the current, swimming against the norm, but at the same time following your intuition. It's absolutely crucial, absolutely sacred, the most important at this moment in time. So few days later after that, this is your sign, karmic sign as well, so you will be able to kind of pay attention to its timing, when this is going to take place, this opportunity that I'm talking about. Few days that I'm going to mention now, few days later, there is going to be an absolutely remarkable opportunity that you are going to have. This opportunity is also going to come out to you through new you. This is going to be very sacred, and I say this because it's going to be an opportunity that you feel very closely connected to, but it's also kind of going to surprise you. How brave do you feel when it comes to exploring the certain kind of the problem that you will come across, and the certain situation that you come across? Normally you would be like, oh no, but now you're going to feel so keen and so eager to explore. So this is going to require from you to kind of be in explorative state, but most certainly it's also going to become the part of your the beginning of your sacred transformation. This is the time of your rebirth. This is the time of your own rejuvenation. This is the time when you are gonna have an absolutely mind-blowing beginning in your life. So it's gonna start with exploration. It's gonna start like you wanting to explore the certain part of your life. This is even if I wasn't as clear so far with what I said, it's all about you feeling connected to explore the particular part of your life that the more you explore, the more you're going to find out about yourself. The more you explore, the more excited you're going to feel, and the more you explore, the more enthusiastic you're going to feel. So you need to see in November 2022 what makes you feel really enthusiastic, what is persistently on your mind, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel happy, what can you not possibly kind of stop thinking about. It's all about this specific part of your life that you will find yourself thinking about and feeling so enthusiastic. It's about new opportunity, and as soon as you become aware of this opportunity, first of all, it's going to be like, oh yeah, an opportunity that makes you feel great, it's just one opportunity. No baby, no. As the time goes by, you will realize by the time the end of November happens, you will realize oh my God, if you only knew this, what you know now, if you were only aware of what you are aware now. It's like that type of thing. So it's all about you realizing, first of all, the opportunity that makes you feel really enthusiastic. Follow this feeling, follow these emotions, and it's going to take you where you need to be at this moment in time. This is to do with your call, your spiritual journey. Your call is to do with what you are, who you are on this earth, and what your job is. Every single one of us is amazing about something. Every single one of us is very special. It's so beautiful. It's so unique. On one hand, we're just reflection of one another, but then on another hand, we are so unique and we are so beautiful. We are so special, and this is something that is going to make you feel so good about yourself. You're gonna rediscover yourself again in November 2022. But it's also picking that particular part of your life that it's going to make you feel so successful. Okay, it's to do with your call. So it's gonna start oh, just you realizing something specific. It can happen in any way that you feel connected to, that you want to do, you want to explore, an idea, realization, inspiration. It's sacred, so pay attention to it, my gorgeous Pisces. It's sacred, so it's important. You will know what am I talking about. So you will think it's a one thing, and then as soon as you do that, you make a very strong karmic connection in between you and that particular subject, that particular option, that particular opportunity, and you plant this particular spiritual, beautiful, gorgeous, powerful seed. And that's what I'm saying, without even realizing, you plant the seed. This is how important this is going to be. So by the time you get to the end of the month, you will see other opportunities and other realization, unlimited opportunities. So this is going to be your important reward. Okay, I really like it because this is going to lead towards the enthusiasm and optimism, your own rebirth, but most importantly, it's going to bring that new, much needed energy into your lives. Okay, so now, and you're also going to realize, just one more thing before I take tarot card out. You're also going to realize that a specific part of your life came to an end. And this is when you need to be honest with yourself, you see. So don't forget about that, yeah. So you will realize that the specific part of your life, it came to an end, you know. There is no point to kind of focus on things that makes you feel down and negative or maybe unhappy. It's just going to become absolutely obvious which part of your life came to an end and which part of your life you need to move on, from. And you need to understand, whatever comes to an end, you know, there is a new life coming through. Okay, so this is brilliant because it's to do with you realizing something still holding you down. Okay, so now I'm just going to see what is going to be your tarot card, you know, that goes with this. Oh, you see this, my gorgeous Pisces. It's just basically about a little sad moment that you are going to have, you know, because you will see it's all about this specific part of your life that, you know, is going to come to an end. And maybe it's going to make you feel like, oh no, you know, but then again, the quicker you give credit to yourself that there are other things to come, the quicker you're going to move on from here. So it's about you just basically thinking that, you know, maybe the specific part of your life didn't work out the way you wanted it to work out, and it's going to make you feel like, oh no. But then again, the quicker you move on from this, the quicker the process of healing, like that, the quicker the process of healing, that will be healing like that. So the quicker the process of healing, it's actually going to come through, it's actually going to come forward after this moment in time. So it's going to make you feel like a little bit like, you know, a little bit sad, a little bit negative. But then again, the quicker you move on, the quicker you are actually going to start focusing on the part of your life that is just going to bring you so much, you know, in terms of the financial protection and in terms of like, you know, you feeling happy and you feeling excited again. You know, it's very important to pay attention to signs and synchronicities throughout this month in particular. Okay, thank you ever so much to every single one of you for watching my videos. Okay, my gorgeous peopleini, I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you all. Bye. Mwah.